Well, look who's here tonight. The hit king, Peter Edward Rose. What a special night it was Saturday night, Chris.
It was a great celebration Saturday. I mean, one of the better ones we've ever seen, Tom. And the interesting thing was, other than the scoreboard interview that Pete talked, and he was essentially talking to the fans of Cincinnati that night, there was nothing said on the field. Bob Castellini went out to give Pete a plaque, and he saw his sons come out. Pete Jr. and Ty, some of his former teammates and guys that played for him. Even had Secret Service escort around the ballpark.
From what I'm told, at my dad's charity golf tournament on Sunday night, when Pete was allowed freely to get up there and speak, and my dad brought him up, and I've had so many people that told me that were there that night how Pete Rose opened up and talked about some of the things that he has done and things that he did, and how remorseful he was, and what was for many, many years a strained relationship with Johnny Bench, and how the two, for the first time in a long time, are beginning to speak on a pretty regular basis again. And how, Pete mentioned, I guess, up there the other night, the year that Johnny Bench was inducted into the Hall of Fame, it was overshadowed by the investigation which was taking place on Pete Rose. And, Pete up there on the podium, I guess, said, look, he said, I really apologize, and I have apologized to Johnny Bench. He said, I was born and raised in his town, so a lot of people were always cheering for me, and yeah, they were cheering for him, but not quite as loud, and so on and so forth. Things a lot of us, Chris, have known to be a fact. I mean, a lot of people don't want to talk about it, but Pete was the one who brought it up. And it's really, really nice, as all of us are getting older, to know at least that Johnny Bench and Pete Rose, the very heart and soul of so many great teams and so many wins together coming up through the Red system, are back again and renewing a relationship with one another.
I think that's a good thing. I mean, anything like that is a step in the right direction to kind of make amends with your teammates. And he's tried to make amends, I think, with the fans. I don't know whether he's done enough to get back into Major League Baseball, but it's kind of funny, though. He came around in the golf cart. He got off the golf cart, went over to first base, surrounded by his teammates, got back in the cart, took off, and now we see him. We saw him in the owner's box the other day, signing autographs down here. A friend of mine said the other day, and he's a very perceptive guy, said, you know what, Pete's in jail. I mean, he's in autograph jail. Everywhere he goes, I mean, you can't have a venue in the Major League ballpark anywhere. He can come and go as a regular fan, but everywhere he goes, he's recognized and signing autographs.